Hello students. Today we will going to discuss about the continuing part of the fourth chapter, motion in a plane. So till now we study the addition of vector by diagrammatical method, that is one by triangular method and another one is parallelogram law of addition. But in this class today we will going to discuss about how to add the two vectors by analytical method. That is, I'll say adding a vectors by combining the respective components. So how do we understand this sentence? Let us take an example to understand this sentence. I'm going to consider the two vectors, that is vector A and vector B. Okay, so vector A can be written as with respect to its component. So A along x and y axis will be vector A is equal to ax into I cap plus ay into j cap. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ I cap and j cap are the unit vectors. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ನಾನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು? along its component is bx into I cap plus by into j cap, right? Now I am going to add these two vectors, that is vector A plus vector B will be, what is the A component will be ax into I cap plus ay into j cap, plus vector B component will be bx into I cap plus by into j cap, right? Next, you just separate the I component one side and j component another side. That will be become a vector A plus vector B is equal to ax plus bx. Since the I cap is in the common in these two terms, so I'll take outside the bracket I cap plus ay plus by into j cap. Similarly, these two, and vector r is equal to, so what is the vector r? It is the resultant of the two vectors. So vector A plus vector B will gives the resultant vector, right? So that is r cap. In place of vector A plus vector B, I'll going to written as vector r. Vector r is equal to rx into I cap plus ry into j cap. So what is rx? Rx is equal to ax plus bx and ry is equal to ay plus by. So in place of rx and rx plus bx, I am going to write, in place of ax plus bx I'm going to write rx, and in place of ay plus by I'm going to write ry, right? So the I cap and j cap remain as it is. Next, here the rx is equals to ax plus bx and ry is equal to ay plus by gives the each component of the resultant vector, which is equal to the sum of the corresponding component of a and b. So this shows the resultant vector will be the sum of the component of vector A and vector B, right? So let us take an example in order to understand this addition of vector by analytical method. So it will be very clear to you now. So I'll take the, suppose vector A is equal to ax into I cap plus ay into j cap, and B is equal to bx into I cap plus by into j cap, and vector c is equal to cx into I cap plus cy into j cap. Then they told that evaluate the component of vector g if vector g is equal to a minus b plus c. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಜಿಗೆ ಈ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋಂಥ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯುವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಜಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ a minus b plus c anta. So first we have to make b plus c one side, and then the by getting an answer from b plus c, in that answer we are going to subtract from a. Okay, so we know that the resultant vector will gives the sum of the component of the two vectors, that is r is equal to a plus b ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ವು, in the same way g is equal to along its component, that is gx into I cap plus gy into j cap, right? So gx is equal to, what is gx is equal to, they given g is equal to a minus b plus c, right? So a na ನಾನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ax ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, because gx in the component ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. So gx is equal to ax minus of bracket bx plus cx bracket close, which is equal to, just multiply the negative sign inside the bracket, that is ax minus of bx minus of cx, minus into plus become minus, minus of cx, right? So similarly, gy can be written as ay minus of by plus c, which is equal to ay minus of by minus of cy, right? Now, suppose if they have given, evaluate the component of g, if g is equal to a plus of b, a plus of b minus c, then gx will become ax plus of bx minus cx, which is equal to ax, just multiply the plus sign inside the bracket, that become ax plus bx minus, plus into minus become minus cx. Similarly, gy is equal to ay plus b plus of by minus cy, which is equal to ay plus by minus cy, right? So I hope that the vector addition of analytical method is clear to you now. Now, next we will going to see some of the problems. That is problem number 1. A biker covered the distance of 12 kilometers in the southward direction and then 16 kilometers in the eastward direction. Find the magnitude of the displacement. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, magnitude of the displacement ಇಂದು ಬರೀ magnitude ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. They are not going to ask the direction, right? So let's start the solution. So I'm going to consider the 0 is my initial point. Now the biker is standing here and he traveled a distance of 12 kilometer in the southward direction. So southward direction anta andre yav riti kelage, okay na? So from 0 to a ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, 12 kilometer ಅಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ and then 16 kilometer in the eastward direction. So ಅವ್ರು ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬೈಕರ್. ಸೊ ಎ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಈಸ್ಟ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 16 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎ ಇಂದ ಬಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 16 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನಂಗಾಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್? ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ 0 and he went to A in the southward direction from 12 up to 12 kilometer, and then from A to B he travels 16 kilometers, right? So my final position will be a B. Then he they asked to find the displacement of the magnitude, right? So ivaga namage displacement andre definition gotu, it is the shortest distance between the initial and the final position, right? So nama initial point 0 agide and the final point will be a B. So ನಾನು a 0 to b ನನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, according to this the triangle OAB will makes an angle 90 degree, right? So ಇವಾಗ ನನಗೆ according to the Pythagoras theorem, vector OB or OB square is equal to OA square plus AB square ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then the magnitude of OB will become root of OA square plus AB square, right? So OA square is how much? 12 kilometers. So 12 square plus AB square is how much? 16 kilometers, that is 60 square, and root of 12 square is 144 plus 16 square will be 256. So 144 plus 256 will become 400. Therefore root of 400 will give us 20 kilometers. Since the units are same here, so we are going to just substitute the unit in the final result, that is 12 kilometers. Next problem, a ship is in still water, sails 10 kilometer east and then 7.5 kilometers south. Find its displacement. That is, ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇವಾಗ ಶಿಪ್ 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಕಡೆ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 7.5 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೌತ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಮೈ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ 0. ಸೊ ಶಿಪ್ ಇಂದು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ 0 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ 0 ಟು ಎಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್, 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ಇಟ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ 7.5 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಟು ದ ಸೌತ್. ಸೊ ಎ ಇಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೌತಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್, 7.5 ಅಂದರೆ ಸೌತಿಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ. is the south direction. So A to B is to 7.5 kilometer. So from this, what is our initial point? 0 is our initial point and B is our final point. So shortest distance will gives the displacement. That is O to B ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? Shortest distance ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Then OB is equal to same in the last problem what we have done, no, like that only. That is OB is equal to square root of OA square plus AB square will gives 10 square plus 7.5 square. The 10 square will be 100 plus 7.5 square will be 56.25. Then 100 plus 56.25 will give root of 156.25. Then square root of 156.25 will be 12.5 kilometers, right? Then we have to find out the direction also here. Just now we solved the magnitude, but we have to solve the direction also, because they are asking only the displacement, right? So direction we know, just makes an angle theta, right? So ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ adjacent side ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 0 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಥೀಟಾ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಥೀಟಾ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಬೈ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಆಂಗಲ್ ನ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ, ಎ ಬಿ ಇದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಎ ಬಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಸ್ OA, right? So AB divided by OA, which is equal to, AB is how much, 7.5, right? And OA is how much, 10 kilometer, right? So 7.5 divided by 10 will become 0.75. This is our tan theta, but we have to consider the theta that will gives the direction, right? So theta is equal to tan inverse of 0.75. This is your final result. I hope it is clear to you now. Next, we will going to discuss about the motion in a plane. First of all, what do we mean by a motion in a plane? The term plane means the plane anta andre enu, something which is having the two dimension, some area which is having the two axis like x and y axis idra adana naven heltivi plane anta heltivi. Suppose in the last lesson we studied about the motion in a straight line, right? So alli navu single direction or single dimension ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Here we are going to talking about the two dimension motion in a two dimension. Motion in a plane is nothing but motion in a two dimension. Suppose the in a space, so space ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is having the three dimension, right? So these are the difference between the one dimension, two dimension, three dimension. But here we are going to mainly talking about the two dimension. Okay, so motion in a plane is nothing but motion in a two dimension. Now the topics to be covered in this are the position vector and the displacement and velocity and acceleration. So same topics which we have covered in the last lesson, that is motion in a straight line ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. those are the basic things which we have apply in the one dimension, but we will going to discuss about the two dimension here, how to apply the position vector and displacement, velocity and acceleration in two dimension. Okay, let us see the position vector today. And this position vector is denoted by a vector r. So why I am going to put the arrow on the upper r, that is it denotes a vector quantity, right? So position vector is a vector quantity that is denoted by vector r. So vector r ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ position vector of that component ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ vector r is equal to x I cap plus y j cap. So how do we get this representation? So we know that vector a na ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರೀತಿದ್ವಿ, ax into I cap plus ay into j cap ಅಂತ ಬರೀತಿದ್ವಿ. In the same concept, I'm going to write the vector r is equal to x I cap plus y j cap. So that is x and y are the component of the position vector along x and y axis. Okay, so respectively ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವೈ ಜೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್. Suppose I am going to consider some of the example here. So here A, that is object A. In the first object, this object is traveling in the straight line like this along the x-axis. Then what is our position vector? Position vector is along the x-axis, right? So in the two-dimensional along x and y axis, I write it in the red line. Okay, so position vector is in the red line and x and y axis are in the blue color line. So red line ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ position vector of this object ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And if the second in the object 2, if the object is moving in the negative y axis ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ our position vector will be in the ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ನ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಇಫ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕರ್ವ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಆರಿಜಿನ್, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಆರಿಜಿನ್ ಇಂದಾನೇ ಬರೆಯೋದಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇದೆ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆರಿಜಿನ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ರೈಟ್? So that is vector R in the red color line. So I hope it is clear to you now. In the next class we will going to discuss about the displacement, acceleration and the velocity. Thank you.